It's like
and I guarantee
Guardian of the Galaxy versus Iron Man. That crew. That's what it is.
Guardian of the Galaxy is a better franchise than Iron Man. Tell me.
It's time to go. It's time to go. He's really delirious.
Tell me who watched Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3.
I did. There's no Avengers without Iron Man.
Y'all telling me y'all actually watched Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3 like voluntarily?
yes.
Yes. You have to, because Iron Man leads into Thor. And Thor is actually pretty good.
Who watches Thor? Voluntarily.
Everybody, bro. What?
This is blasphemous.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
Thor, all he does is fight his brother in every movie. He has no villains.
He fought his sister.
What makes great superheroes is villains. Batman has great villains. Spider-Man has great villains, except for Jamie Foxx. Except for Jamie Foxx playing Electro in every dang Spider-Man movie, which I can't understand. Stop this.
He was playing the blue Kool-Aid man.
Oh my God.
How's the Kool-Aid man go? Hey, or whatever.
This man Fat Albert. I'm on your head, boy. That boy said, hey.
Subject, Dylan, we on your head, boy.
That boy said, hey. It's, oh, yeah.
Same difference.
We gotta go back to you, Dylan. What are you talking about?
No one watches. If you ask them, what'd you do this weekend? Well, I watched Iron Man 2 and 3 and Thor.
Everybody watched that.
If it wasn't for Zoe Saldana, nobody would have watched Guardians of the Galaxy. Really.
That's not true. If it wasn't for What's up out there, guys? Welcome back to Pod Ties episode 7. Hope y'all had a great weekend. We're back. My brothers, before we start our topics, I just want to ask you, how was your weekend?
Good.
Yeah.
Good weekend.
Better than last week. You had some personal issues you were battling with.
No, those issues are still going on, but we'll get to that later.
That's facts.
Well, speaking of those personal issues, I just figured we shouldn't talk about football. You know, usually we talk about football on the Wednesday's episode, but there's just so much going on. You know, the election's coming up. We should be educating our viewers and listeners about voter registration. We shouldn't be really getting into sports, especially football. There's more important stuff out there. So we should really be getting into those things, because that's what this podcast is all about, is just informing our viewers and listeners. So let's not get into sports. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, I'm kidding.
We're gonna talk about.
I'm kidding. We're not gonna get into football, but we are gonna get into basketball, because it is the NBA Finals currently going on right now. So Game 3 did happen. So let's get into it. It was 2-0. Lakers are up, but then guess who's in trouble? Albert, you want to guess who's in trouble?
The Heat still.
That's not what Jimmy said. That's not what Jimmy said. Let me show you.
Well, technically, LeBron said it first.
That's what Jimmy said.
He did.
You see that?
Know, bro.
Albert, do you see this? Savage Mode 2.
Why do you got Anthony Davis did not play?
It didn't seem like it. Based off his stats, it didn't seem like he played. What happened, Albert? Your team. Why did they lose by 11?
Let me tell you why. Let's start with the Heat first, because they won, right? So the Heat gets all the credit here. With defensive ace and offensive facilitator Bam Adebayo, and their point guard Dragic being out, Those are the guys that actually helped them get to where they are now. The Heat's a scrappy team. Jimmy Butler stepped up, with the triple double, 14 of 20 shooting, playing 45 minutes, getting 11 rebounds, getting 13 assists. And the best stat from his stat line is that he had 0 turnovers. That is efficient with the capital E and efficient.
Okay.
But he also did a great job of containing Anthony Davis. They locked him down. He only had 15 points with 5 turnovers and only 5 rebounds. That's poor. And they also locked down the paint. The Heat had 52 points in the paint versus the Lakers 34 points. And when the Lakers won, they had 56 points. Well, 46 points in game 1. And 56 points in game 2 in the paint. So, the Lakers kind of shied out, and the Heat defense actually, locked them down. But going the opposite side of the spectrum, LeBron had a decent game. His stat line was great. He was efficient, 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists on 9 of 16 shooting. But his Achilles heel was that he had 8 turnovers. That is bad for the Lakers. They can't win off of 8 turnovers from their point forward, which is LeBron. But for the Heat, they are still in trouble because their next 2 scorers only had 17 points, and that was Tyler Hero and Kelly Olynyk. So, those guys got to step up. But yeah.
Those combined?
No, they both they both each had 17 points.
Kelly Olynyk had 17 points off the bench. I don't know what
Bench.
I don't know what Albert's talking about. That's pretty good coming off the bench. Kyron, are you coming on our side? Are you jumping off the Lakers bandwagon? There's still a chance. Are you coming over? We'll accept you. Are you coming back to the Heat?
I won't accept him.
Jeff said he won't accept you, but you come on my boat. It's me, DJ Khaled, and a few others. You come over to our side.
Look, I'm not gonna bow hop again. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. But I'm gonna say when them winning in 5 games, I don't know if it's gonna be 5 games.
It is.
Bam is back. He gonna ball out. But
maybe he's still questionable.
He's playing like
yeah, the game was tonight.
But yeah, as far as game 3 went, it was all about Jimmy G buckets. Kyron, what does that G stand for? Gets.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That man had a 40-point
toast to Kyron.
Welcome back, Kyron. We knew you were coming to your senses.
Man had a 40-point triple dub, but I'm not gonna put it all. Jimmy. It was AD's foul trouble, I believe, that got them out of that game.
Yep.
That man locks down the paint. Jimmy's most of his 40 points was in or around the paint, so that shows you they were missing AD on the end. So,
facts. Well,
and Lakers had 10 turnovers in the first quarter alone. So yeah, that hurt him too.
That hurts. Yeah. AD almost had a triple double. He was going. Pace wise, he was going to be the quickest to get a triple double. He had 5 points, 5 turnovers, and 3 fouls in the first quarter. So he almost had a triple double. As a Lakers fan, you have to be excited to see those type of numbers.
Triple single.
Yeah. What did Charles say about, was it Draymond Green before they? Yeah. But yeah, basically AD had a triple single, but it definitely hurt him being on the bench. Game 2, LeBron, he was on the bench. No, it was game 1. LeBron was on the bench and the Lakers somehow came back. But that doesn't happen when AD's on the bench. That's why, Albert, I wonder why you think LeBron is the MVP when somehow his supporting cast can catch up when he's on the bench.
Well, look at the box score from this game. Jimmy Butler had a triple double, had 40 points, and the game was still close. It wasn't a blowout like game 1 was.
True.
That's true.
True. Well, all I want to say is I did say the X factor was Iggy, right? When I was predicting the finals, I'm wrong. I didn't think that this guy would be the X factor, but he is because that's why the Miami Heat won Game 3. You want to know who the X factor is? Guess. I'll give you a
Kelly
chance.
Olynyk.
Yeah,
No.
Kelly Olynyk.
No.
What?
Eric Spoelstra.
No.
Ooh.
Myers Leonard. Yes. He was inserted into the starting five, and he was the one that locked down AD, and that's why he had a triple double. Not in the way that you want him to have, but this guy affected AD's game, and that's why the Miami Heat won. Bam Adebayo, don't come back. Myers Leonard will take care of it. We need you to stay injured because the Miami Heat will win the next 3 games consecutively. Let's go, Myers Leonard. We've been saving this. As a Miami Heat fan, we all known that Myers Leonard was our secret weapon. You guys weren't privy to that, but now you know.
I got the nerve to say you're a Miami Heat fan with that Dallas jersey.
Myers Leonard was the biggest cheerleader. He was mic'd up yesterday. He didn't do nothing else.
So, any reactions? Albert talked about it a little bit. Kyron and Jeff, Jeff, how do you feel about the game? Supporting Miami, how do you feel? Are you optimistic now that Bam Adebayo is questionable? Goran Dragic doesn't seem like he's going to return, but the fact that you have that key piece returning, possibly, are you excited about the remaining games in the series?
Definitely. I'm definitely
Yes,
excited.
let's go, baby.
But there's also reality. I mean, they won 1 game. The series is 2-1. If we can win tonight, then it's like, okay, it's solidified. We have a series, but a blind squirrel can catch a nut. You know what I'm saying? So,
Jeff, how do you feel about this graphic? Seeing Tyler Hero on the Savage 2 album cover with Jimmy Buckets.
Let me move us out the way.
That's funny.
Hey, that's
he
dope.
did the little gangster snarl at the
He
end of
did.
the game.
Yeah, he did this, and a lot of people on Twitter were saying Damian Lillard did the dance at the end of one game when they won, and the Lakers won 4-1, and then Russell Westbrook, he did something where he celebrated prematurely, and then the Lakers won 4-1, and then the Nuggets, Jamal Murray, he did something where he celebrated prematurely, and they won 4-1, and now Tyler Hero doing the Elvis lip, that lip lift. Now the Lakers are going to win 4-1. Do you see a pattern, or you think that the Heat will break it and create a new narrative?
Only today will tell.
Albert, only today will tell. Do you hear that? This man is dropping gems. A hero. What did you say last episode? Superman wasn't always there.
Be a hero.
Superman wasn't always there, but when it mattered, I don't want to mess up your quote. Go ahead. Tell him again.
But when it matters, a hero is going to be a hero.
Oh my God.
For you, Albert.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's his name.
No wonder they won Game 3. It's because of this man right here. Jeff, you are a national treasure. We need to protect you at all costs. Albert, do you agree?
Protect Jeff at all costs?
Yeah.
Yeah, from himself. Yeah.
from his thoughts.
Yes.
Oh man.
He gives too much credit, he gonna go off the rails.
Kyron, I want you know basketball pretty well. You're probably the best basketball player out of us 4.
Stop it.
Oh man.
Okay, let's get into it. Jeff, why do you say stop it?
I gave him credit. He is.
He is to me.
Bro.
He's the KD of our group.
He is.
Jeff already know.
And what is KD? A scorer. That doesn't mean he's the best player.
KD is a champion. That's all that matters.
Really?
You know.
The Coachella Stephen Curry.
I'm Jared Allen. Albert is
Obviously, Jeff is Draymond Green at this point because he hating on KD.
Boy, hating.
We don't even need you. We were doing better without you.
Bro, it is true. Like, bro, stop denying it, bro.
So as you said, Game 4 is happening now, but I've been busy all day, so I really don't know the score. But
63-60 right now. Lakers.
Who's up? Lakers are leading. Well, that's pretty good. That's basically what happened in Game 3. The fact that it's not double digits, that means Miami they have a good chance of winning. Kyron, this is for you. What do you think will happen in Game 4? Do you think Miami pulls it off? You think they gain the lead and win it, or will the Lakers? Because LeBron said that he's learned from all the series that he's had throughout his career, and he's locked in. That's why he left early in the game. Right before the time expired, he left because he was like, I'm moving forward. I'm thinking about the next game. This game is over now. Is it bad sportsmanship, or was he really locked in?
I'm gonna say locked in. I mean, if that was me, the game is over. I don't care. I'm walking down with like I'll come back next game, and I'm a ball.
Yeah, you're not buddy. Like if the series is over, then you should be dapping them up. And now if you left early, like the bad boys did against Chicago, then that's a problem. But I agree with you on that. But, go ahead.
That's what, like, if people were getting on LeBron for him walking off, they forgot that Magic used to do this. Larry Bird used to do this. That's who the bad boys learned it from. It's not like they didn't like. Even MJ used to do this. So I don't know why they're creating this narrative like it's bad sportsmanship. It's not the end of the series.
You don't shake hands. You don't shake hands in Game 3. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't.
No, I'm about to see you in the hotel upstairs.
Exactly.
Like I don't understand.
Like I'm about to see you in a day.
Let's get Jeff a chance because he gave the timeout signal. Jeff, what's your opinion on LeBron leaving? Because that wasn't even my initial question, but just because it happened and that people made such a big deal out of it, that's why I asked Kyron. But now I want to ask you because you did this. So what's your opinion on LeBron leaving before time expired?
LeBron's a punk.
Oh,
what?
No.
LeBron is a punk, man. Look, man, you can't do that when you're the greatest player in the world. You can't do that. LeBron is the NBA. Oh, F that, man. Look. It's not even about the bad sportsmanship. I don't consider that bad sportsmanship. I just feel like stay your butt on the court until time expires.
Yeah, because if he had won the game, and let's say it was a blowout, and he was on the bench, would he go to the locker room, or would he stay on the bench? He would be doing the. Let's make sure. I want to make sure our viewers see us, listeners. I'm imitating what LeBron does to all of his teammates. He would be doing the 15-minute handshake with every individual teammate. He would do that during and whoever the ESPN ABC reporter is during that whole thing has to wait for LeBron to do this with every single teammate if they won. So yes, I agree with. Well, I won't say he's a punk, but I will say that was poor sportsmanship on LeBron to leave that early. And it showed. And you know why he left early? Because he told Jimmy Butler, "You're in trouble. You're in trouble." And guess what? Jimmy Butler said, "Oh, we're in trouble? Well, guess what? They're in trouble. They're in trouble. You guys are in trouble. You lost the game. And not only because you had gone up 3-0, but now it's 2-1. And now Bam Adebayo, not Bam Bam from Flintstones, as Albert said last episode, but Bam freaking Adebayo from Kentucky is back now. And guess what? He's going to lock down AD because AD didn't even play in Game 3 against Myers Leonard. So guess what is he going to do against Bam Adebayo? Nothing. Nada. They're going to lose the game. They messed up. I don't even know the score. You said 63-60. But guess what? Guess what that means to me? Miami evens the series 2-2. I'm done.
LeBron just hit a 3 from the logo, so that's all I'm gonna say.
That don't mean nothing because he hits
Not
he
at
hits a three
all.
from the logo. Guess what, Jimmy?
LeBron
J-
can't hit threes from the logo. That means a
Who?
lot.
Hey, who did he get it? Who did he get that from? Steph Curry.
Steph. Guess what? Guess what? Jimmy Butler will get 8 field goals from now on inside the paint, which is more than a 3-point logo. It you know what matters? Not highlight reels, but who has the most points when time expires. And it will be the Miami Heat. I'm done.
Ooh.
Let me show Savage Mode too. Let me show the graphics so you can see. Let's see these stats, Albert. I don't think you watched game 3. Look at that. Look at Jimmy.
40
I
points.
watched it.
40
Why did Anthony Davis not play? What happened?
They locked down the defense in the paint. They kept him out of the paint.
So he actually on the court?
Yes, he was on the court.
Oh, I didn't know.
He wasn't on the court that much.
ESPN told me DNP. I saw
He
the
only had
stats and I
4
thought he didn't play.
fouls. That's the thing.
Cause
He-
bro,
he
the-
He only
Yeah, but-
4 fouls. That's a lot.
Once you
But
get
look, when
past
you
the
play-
third, like midway of the third quarter, 4 fouls don't really mean anything. You could play it for the rest of the, the series.
yeah,
He
but
used
you're
to
not
get
going to
4
play.
fouls.
Albert,
as
stop trying to
hard.
save that, man.
You're not going to play as hard if you have 3 fouls in the first half. Like,
But they took him out his game early, so he wasn't, he couldn't just
Just
come
let it
in.
go, Albert. Just let it go.
3 fouls in the first half is a lot.
You
We
and
come
Dylan
out
should
and
let it. You and Dylan should let it go.
No, we're not letting it go.
Winning.
We're not letting it
Bro.
go because Miami Heat are not
Albert.
letting it go.
I want you to keep that same energy after we win tonight.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. When we win tonight, 2-2. And then guess what? Bam Adebayo came back today. Guess who comes back game 5? You guessed it.
Dragic.
The Dragon.
Dwayne Wade.
We might bring him back. We might.
That's still would
And
be
guess
enough.
what? When he comes back, guess who else might come back? The Diesel, Shaq. And then guess when he might. And guess what happened when he comes back? Guess who else might come back? The Glove, Gary Payton.
Oh,
And then guess what? When he comes back, guess who else might?
Versions of themselves.
Guess who else might come back? Antoine Walker. Just run it back. And guess what? The Lakers will be mourning because guess who comes back? Guess who comes back after that? Alonzo. Alonzo mourning. Yes, Sirski. Let's go. Heat Nation.
Somebody stop this, man.
Heat Nation. Let's
Oh,
go. All right, that's it for the finals. I'm getting pumped up. Whew. There's too much heat in here. We need to cool down. We need to go to the lake.
man.
I see what
Lakers.
you did there.
So much heat, man. We're not even in Miami. Damn.
Too much heat. We're not even in the kitchen.
No, I know what would cool us down real quick. Talking about the Cowboys.
Nah.
Well,
Nah,
let me see.
Boy,
Let me check.
Mama
Let me
turned
check.
into Ghost Rider, boy.
Let me check our agenda. Is that next? No, actually it's not. I actually have something to show you. This is our viewers, listenership. Our first segment of What's the Deal is happening on episode 7. I am not happy. What's the deal? This is a new segment where I talk about something that just grinds my gears. Okay? So, co-hosts, my brothers, I want you to listen to this. By the way, I don't think I introduced you. My name is Dylan, and these are my brothers / co-hosts, Jeff, Albert, and Kai. Oh, wait. These are my brothers and / co-hosts, Jeff, Albert, and the one and only Kyron.
Yes, sir.
I thought you were taking
Okay.
that away because he jumped ship last time.
No. I still have respect
No,
for
bro, there's
Kyron.
still only one me, bro. What you talking
Yeah, still only want him. He
about?
may
Jeff is a certified hater.
he may have those mental lapses every once in a while, and his judgment is
Tell
cloudy.
you.
But I still respect him. Let me get into what's the deal. Recency bias. This is why I have a problem with the whole Michael Jordan, LeBron GOAT debate.
Mhm.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT, undisputed GOAT of basketball. This man
Facts.
made basketball an international sport. That's why we have so many international players. So this is why I have a problem with AD. Someone on Twitter said that AD is greater than Dirk. You guys have a problem with this as well, or am I the only one?
Facts.
What
I
are,
have a problem with it too.
what are they talking about? Are they talking about right now? AD is better than.
Does it? Well, yeah, right now because Dirk is retired.
No. But what I'm saying is like AD right now, his career versus.
Do you
Dirk's
think that
whole
AD's
career.
run right now in the playoffs is better than Dirk? Any Dirk playoff run?
Way too early to say.
Did Dirk have a LeBron? Do you consider AD the cornerstone, the perennial face of the franchise? Do you consider him the number one option on the team
But AD has a better skill set, I would say.
than Dirk?
Yeah, he definitely has a better skill set.
Oh,
It's true.
I agree.
It's true. I don't think AD is better than Dirk, but he definitely has a better skill set. Like
as in what? Give me some examples. What in his game is where you say that's better than Dirk's? Is it outside shooting? Because wrong.
You start with his back to the basket, his post up game. That's what he dominated.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there, Albert.
Did Dirk not have a post up game?
I'm not talking.
The man has a fadeaway shot that everyone is trying to imitate.
Right? I know you remember the knee, bro.
Show the knee. Do you put lotion on your knee?
We're talking about fadeaway.
Then show the knee again. Show it.
God.
Yes. Yes, the knee.
I'm talking about his actual his layups, his hook shots. Like he's definitely is perfecting that versus Dirk. Dirk has a good pump fake that will get you on that one slow layup. He'd be like, ugh, and then bounce it. But 80's faster. 80's more smoother.
I'm not saying athleticism. We understand that AD.
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about. We're talking about is he better? He has a better skill set.
Has he had a better?
He's
Has
more
he?
athletic. That's all.
And Anthony Davis, what is this? His
LeBron is more athletic than.
What year is AD in? Let's look this up. What year is he in? In his
Look that up.
Yeah, intern, look it up. Anthony Davis.
What, 6 years?
No,
he passed.
He hasn't been making the playoffs for at least 6 years.
He wasn't in.
He was drafted in.
He's like 7.
He was drafted in 2012. So
12,
this is his 9th year. So AD's first 9 years is better than Dirk's first 9 years. Correct or no?
Yes.
Oh God.
Y'all don't.
Dirk.
Y'all don't remember Dirk's first 9 years.
Yes, I do remember.
First 9 years was kind of rough.
I do remember, baby. I do remember.
Him and Sean Bradley, Michael Finley, that was kind of rough.
Dirk's first 9 years was also that year 2006. Guess who was on that roster? Dejana Diop.
He wasn't.
Josh Howard, Marquise Daniels, Keith Van Horn. This man took them to the finals. This is almost as impressive as LeBron taking the Cavaliers to the finals the next year in 2007. AD didn't take the Pelicans to the finals.
When was Dirk drafted?
In 97?
Yeah, his first. Yeah, definitely. So his ninth year would have been 2006.
Yeah.
Definitely 80's 9 years. First 9 years are better than Dirk.
Are you saying individual statistics?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. But are you saying that AD first 9 years from what you've seen is better than Dirk's first 9 years? That you're like, oh yeah, he's hands down a way better player than Dirk.
Yeah. The reason why is because of that man number 23. I'm not talking about MJ. LeBron sought this man out and said, "Hey, he is going to be my Superman. I'm gonna be Batman. He's gonna be my Superman."
That
But Batman and Superman don't even like each other.
Anthony Davis is Aquaman. He ain't no dang Superman.
What? No,
Oh,
I'm over your
no.
head now. I'm over your head.
You know who LeBron's Superman is? Rajon Rondo. That's AD's Superman.
It's time to wrap it up.
AD is Clark Kent
Blow the whistle.
before he gets in the phone booth. This man is Superman. 4-1.
He played like
on
it
the
in
real though,
2011.
on the
This guy played
Hey.
some of the best teams to ever be created, to ever be. I can't even put it into words. The San Antonio Spurs, those teams, this man played them, and he took them out of the finals. Phoenix Suns with Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, all those guys where they were playing small ball. The fact that he played them in the playoffs every year.
But you got to look about it. Who was the power forward of Dirk's time versus the power forwards of AD's time right now?
What?
Dirk was tiny when he first came in the league. He was tiny. He barely had any meat to him. He wasn't even that like he was
Still
rough.
dominated.
He didn't dominate. He was
Okay.
good. He didn't dominate.
Okay. I'm trying to not interrupt my co-host because I want you guys to I want you guys to express your opinions even though they're just flat out wrong. But AD
I'm on your side.
AD is not facing any power forwards that can match up to what Dirk had to face on a daily basis. Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan. He probably even had to face Shaq every once in a while. He had to face the Dikembe Mutombo, Yao Ming. He had to face who else? Let me just throw out some names. He had to probably face Will Chamberlain.
Tim Duncan.
That's the difference. Dirk can never play at the 5 because he's too slow.
Small ball wasn't going on then. If small ball happened back then, Dirk would just thrive
every single play.
He would thrive at being the 5 because no one will be able to guard him outside at the top of the key. That man would just shoot threes all day. All day.
It just takes him like 10 years to launch. He's like a launch pad. It takes him 10 years to get up and get down. It doesn't take that long for him.
When you're 7 feet, it doesn't matter. No one can contest your shot. You ever seen Dirk's shot get blocked?
Never.
No.
But that man do run like he have on cement shoes.
Still gets buckets. That tells you a lot.
So out of us 4,
that's true.
Out of us 4, who agrees with this graphic?
That's a quote of the podcast. He runs like he got cement shoes.
It's true. That man runs.
Hey, the simple fact is, Dirk is the reason AD exists.
Oh God.
And Kevin Durant.
Thank you, Jeff.
He's the first stretch.
Stop. Nope. Stop right there.
Thank you, Jeff. There's a reason why this man is on this podcast.
Oh my!
What happens when you compliment Jeff too much? This man said KD. Get out of here,
bro.
KD not do the Dirk fadeaway?
Exactly, bro. A 7-footer who can shoot. When you're that tall, you're supposed to have your back to the basket.
This is like saying that James Harden is better than Paul Pierce. James Harden wouldn't be James Harden without Paul Pierce. Both are unathletic. Both can't dunk to save their life. Both move slower than molasses.
Yes. I was looking at Paul Pierce highlights the other day. That man was so unathletic, but he was a good scorer.
But he was getting buckets.
KG before KG.
Well, okay. Albert, who else said that AD was better than Dirk? Kyron?
No, just me.
Okay, just you. Okay.
It's always Albert. God damn it.
Yeah, something not right.
Y'all don't remember the first couple years of Dirk. Dirk was tiny. He was getting bodied in the league.
So did Kobe. So did anybody else that comes into the league. except for
Yes,
Doncic.
Right.
but okay. Here's the thing with Dirk. Dirk didn't really like dramatically improve like AD. AD dramatically improved from 2012. He's not the same scrawny kid that played on Olympics with Kobe, LeBron, Melo. He's not that same guy. Like he really came into his own, and he even showed off in the Olympics. Then Dirk
The,
was still slow. He
the
didn't
man,
get any faster. That man was a turtle.
did the man, did the man not win NBA MVP? Did he not win MVP?
He
Did
shouldn't
he
have
not?
won that year.
Did he
Let's
not
be
win the
honest.
finals? He had probably he probably broke the record for the slowest game-winning layup against the Miami Heat in 2011. It doesn't matter about
That's
athleticism. Ask Steve
that's
Nash. He
another
won
reason.
back-to-back MVPs. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. He should never won MVP that year. Let's be honest.
Who should have won in 2007?
Shaq. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing.
Well, I was about to say, Shaq.
It was a lot of other players that could have won MVP besides Dirk. I
They
thought he
they
won
were
in 06.
they were 67-15 in 07. No, not 06. That was the finals year. But that next year
But actually,
when they
yeah,
lost in the
Shaq
first
should have
round,
won it.
when they lost, he didn't even play in 07. They were out, him and D Wade, after that finals after they won the finals.
I
They
thought he
they
was with
they
the
even make
Suns
it to
then.
the playoffs. No, he got traded like the next year, but the they had a great regular season, and I think we established that the MVP is a regular season award.
Not
Uh,
at that time though.
yes, at that time, yes, the Mavericks went
They,
the Mavericks went 0-4, and they finished the season 67-15. And Dirk led his team
yeah,
to
they
the
did.
best record, and then they became like the first team to lose to an 8 seed in a 7-game series against the Golden State Warriors, because that team they were, speaking of like Miami Heat, when you have some dogs, when you have Baron
Oh,
Davis,
they were some
Steven
dogs.
Jackson, Matt
Yes,
Barnes, like
Matt Barnes.
not dogs, but
Yes,
some like straight up gangsters.
yes, they were some dogs.
Al
For real.
Harrington,
Yes,
we believe
Monte
that
Ellis.
Monte Ellis was on that team. Yeah,
Yep,
I think he had just come out of high school.
yep.
And Dallas, they weren't mentally prepared
They weren't ready
for
for
that.
that. Them
Nah,
boys. I thought Dallas was gonna win that series.
me too. I thought they were going to win the championship that year. Scottie Pippen it was Reggie Miller saying, "I'm gonna come out of retirement and play for Dallas," and it didn't happen. But a lot of people want to come play for Dallas that year until we lost in the first round, and then Golden State somehow lost to Utah in the second round. It's like, how does that happen?
Utah with Paul Millsap.
Cowboys versus Browns. Let's get to the NFL. You see that score? Cleveland almost scored 50 on Dallas. Cleveland won 49-38. Dak Prescott had 502 passing yards. I believe he leads the league in passing yards, which is great, I guess, in a contract negotiation, unless they
That's the
say,
only thing that's going for him.
yeah, unless they say, well, the team is still 1-3. I did predict that Dak would have that Myles Garrett would have a forced fumble, and so Dak did have a forced fumble, but I did predict that Baker Mayfield would have 2 turnovers, a fumble and an interception, but he had 0. And Odell Beckham somehow he just went back to Odell of 2014 before he shattered his ankle, and he showed out. I mean, I never seen Odell play that way before, and like, well, at least in the last 3 years, it was pretty impressive. And I know that you're happy, Jeff. But before we get to fantasy football, how do you feel about this game when you were watching it live? Like, what was going on?
Well, I'll go first. Guys, I don't even know where to start. Let's start here. I got one question, and I want you guys to answer honestly, okay?
Okay.
Somebody tell me how. Well, actually, let's backtrack. Now we can all agree that the Dallas Cowboys have a nice stadium, right? AT&T is a nice stadium, huh?
Oh yeah,
Beautiful
it's
stadium.
amazing.
Top of the
Yeah.
line.
Definitely, yeah. The Cowboys got a lot of money, but anyways.
Mhm.
So how did the Cowboys let the Cleveland doodle shirt Browns come in, not even with the white jerseys, with the doodoo shirt jerseys, and drop 49 points. Somebody answer that for me.
It's hard, man. I just don't.
It
As you
doesn't
said,
matter how it happened.
you really can't pinpoint like a specific position.
Oh, you can.
It's just it's overall. But all that to say, I ride with my Cowboys. It don't matter what the result is, win, loss, or draw. True to the blue, go Cowboys. I just had to get that out the way. Now y'all can
I'm alright with them too.
y'all can criticize them all y'all want.
If my jersey didn't cost me so much damn money, I'll burn it. That game was unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's true. It was bad.
It was.
And don't let me get started on Dak, man.
When was the last time you watched an NFL game where they scored 49 points? It's been a while.
Right. I thought I was watching college football. I thought I was watching Texas and Texas Tech.
Well, we almost came back. It was exciting. The fact that it was 41-38, and then somehow
Why are we always having to come back?
we decided.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too. We decided not to kick it a regular kickoff to where they may just probably get it at the 25-yard line, but we decided to squib kick it,
It
and
wasn't even a good squib kick.
they get it at the 50-yard line.
First things first.
They made a couple mistakes. As I said, we can easily be 4-0.
They made
Stop
a couple
it.
mistakes on every single play.
The first mistake was when they hired Mike Nolan.
Facts.
Well, if you've been keeping up with the news, I hear that at this time it's just not appropriate to even think about getting rid of him or the special teams coach or Mike McCarthy.
Why?
Because
Texans just fired Bill O'Brien.
It's just 4 games in. Bill O'Brien, he's been the head coach and GM for about a decade.
And this is why the Cowboys are what they are.
Yes. Right. Go
ahead, Albert. Go ahead. I'm getting hot, man.
I was watching the game, right? I'm doing my homework, trying to be, responsible. I had to put the TV on mute because I got tired of listening to the bull crap that was coming out of the TV. It was so bad. Like, we went out and hired 2 coaches that nobody wanted.
Nobody was checking for him.
If Aaron Rodgers was not, if he wasn't on the Packers, Mike McCarthy would be just Mike McCarthy, like somebody on Facebook with a beer belly. He would not be a coach in the NFL. This like everybody thought, like Aaron Rodgers was the problem, but it's not. It's Mike McCarthy. Like nobody wanted him. Then we went to go hire somebody even older, Mike Nolan. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm really signing a petition.
That was Mike McCarthy. He hired Mike Nolan.
Yes, I know. I'm signing a petition. I'm gonna send it to you guys later. With Greg Abbott to disband the Cowboys until they get it right, because it's ridiculous. There's no reason why.
There's already a petition going out. It's an anonymous name. It's not me, but so the Chiefs were at some point the Dallas Texans. So we're trying somebody, not me. They're trying to get that team back to Dallas to get Patrick Mahomes and the rest of their roster, and then Kansas City can have the Cowboys. But that's not me. That's not me.
Let's talk about the defense of the Cowboys, or the lack thereof.
There ain't no D in Dallas.
The only person that came out there and played decent was Aldon Smith. Like everybody else, it's just like they were just out there for cardio. It's like, hey, it's like they woke up on Sunday. It was like, bro, we got a game today. They're like, what? Can I get a ride to the stadium? That's how the defense was playing. It was like a pickup game. Like, you got them.
It was worse than the pickup game.
Like they all hitched a ride in the third quarter going to the fourth. That's what it seemed like. Right. They only show up in the fourth quarter when it's too late.
Facts.
Like when Kevin Hart raced
empty calories.
Usain Bolt. Like it's like being there. The Cowboys are so cocky that they think they're the fastest player on the field, that they give somebody a head start, knowing that they're not the fastest. Then they realize, oh dang, I'm not the fastest. Now let's play catch up. That's what that game was.
How did Odell Beckham somehow with that reverse handoff? How did he get? How did
I'll tell you.
I know he got past Alden Smith, but how did he get past the rest of our 10 defenders to get into the end zone? How
50
did that
yard
happen?
TD.
And not
But
even
they were
that. Not
they were
even that.
starstruck.
He was he had more rushing yards than Zeke, which is a problem. But not
Zeke
even
who?
that. Not even that, guys. The fact that Nick Chubbs right?
He went
Plural.
out. He got
He was
hurt.
out of the game. Kareem Hunt was already questionable for the game. He wasn't even supposed to play any snaps. They had Hillard and some other guy I've never even heard of
It was me.
have career games. How did that? How does the Cleveland doo doo? What do you say, Jeff?
Doo doo
Doo doo
shirt.
donkey or whatever. How does the third and fourth string running backs have career games against our defense? Even though I love our defense, Mike Nolan and all of them, they just need more practices and reps. But how does that happen
It's
for
gonna
you
be too
guys?
late by then.
You better get on Madden for practicing reps. Stop playing with me.
I watched that play multiple times. I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened. So Alden Smith, my dog, he was in the backfield. Unfortunately, he didn't make the tackle. I'm not mad at him. That's fine. Soon as Odell turns that corner, first of all, we had two Cowboys that somehow thought that Landry had the ball and knocked him out of bounds. How you do that?
They're not in tune and they're not in the game. Their head not there.
Exactly. And then on top of that, so Odell looks at that and starts laughing and keeps going. We got Jalen Smith over here walking. And why are you walking, Jalen Smith? Why are you walking?
That man
Now
wasn't
he's in a
walking.
foot
He was.
race.
That was a full
Chopping.
That was a full
see.
sprint. It's just that
Nah, that's
OBJ
it
showed
was like that.
showed those boosters. He was like, zoom, and Jalen Smith was like, I
You
can't
gotta,
keep up.
nah, bro. You gotta really pay attention. It was before he started running. He started running after he saw those
What
other
happened?
players knock out what's his name? I just said Landry. Knocked him out of bounds. They all thought
Landry,
that Landry had the ball.
Tom
Yeah.
Y'all
Landry,
screen go black?
Jarvis Landry.
Huh?
Did y'all
Yeah,
screen
Jarvis
go
Landry.
black?
Just Jarvis Landry was blocking for Odell.
Wow.
And two Cowboy players came and tackled
Can't see anything.
Landry.
Do you see something now?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably your computer was trying to save you from that picture I showed where Odell Beckham burnt the whole defense.
So I turned on the
There
Jets.
we go. Fantasy football. Okay. I won this week. Kyron, what about you?
Oh yeah, I won.
Jeff?
I won too.
Oh, okay. Albert, I won't ask you right now. So slashing like Guns N' Roses. That's my team. Now I asked you my three co-hosts. Should I keep Mark Andrews because he didn't even give me a combined 10 points in the previous two games? So I was asking, should I just keep that faith and hold on one more game? Should I give him one more chance? And all of you unanimously said yes. So I listened to you and thank you so much because he gave me
You're welcome.
20.7 points and Mike Gesicki had 2.5. As I think we all said, Fitzmagic was not very magical in that game this past weekend. That that worked in my favor. The fact that I had Mark Andrews. Jeff, you want to talk about? You were talking about OBJ and then Terry McLaurin. I said bench OBJ, but thank God you didn't listen to me.
Yeah, thank God I didn't listen to you guys. Except for
What
Kyron,
you
he was
mean?
on
I
my
said
feet. Yeah. Kyron, I got you,
yes,
bro. I got
sir.
you, bro.
I got you.
Ben
Okay.
for OBJ.
Yeah, you
You
said
didn't say bench him.
you said bench him.
That's what
Yeah,
you
you
said.
did. I remember.
I'll,
We got to pull this back up.
anybody else want to
Yeah, I say
give
you
him some
bench
advice?
OBJ. OBJ is listed as questionable as today.
Really?
So that's already a thing. So if he's questionable, that means he's not going to be playing his best performance. He has 145 yards in the first 3 weeks and only one touchdown. So that already tells you right there that his production levels are down. So I wouldn't risk it. Even though the Cowboys defense, well, their secondary is not the best, but if he's going in questionable, that means he's not gonna. They're not gonna give him that many looks because just in case they don't want him to re-aggravate his injury.
Well, Jeff, you have a tough decision to make there. Who wants to go next out of you two, Albert and Kyron?
Inch him.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Don't worry.
Albert said it. I remember that vividly.
I knew we were playing the Cowboys. There's no way I would have told them to bench him.
But you said it.
You did, right?
Ain't no way.
I kept the man in the game. I just had a feeling, it was a high risk, high reward. You know what I'm saying? I was like, our defense is too trash. Odell Beckham. I mean,
Don't go too far. Not trash.
Low risk.
They're developing.
It's low risk.
Yeah. Anyways, gave me 38 points. I wish I had put a freaking McLaurin in for Galladay. Not Galladay. David Johnson.
He gave you 16 points though. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I meant David Johnson. He only
okay. He was your flex.
it was solid, but I just didn't trust McLaurin against Baltimore's defense. But I was wrong. But I still won, so it doesn't matter.
Kyron, you're next.
Who's next?
You had what? So did somebody pick up Seattle before you could?
They did, and from this standpoint right here, I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seattle plays Miami, and that's pretty surprising that they only got 2 points. That goes to what Albert said, the fact that the Cowboys haven't played an actual elite defense, because Seattle's defense is not what we're used to. They're actually not good this year, and 2 points against Miami shows how bad that defense is. Jamal Adams I think he didn't play, so that hurts them, of course. But yeah, I think I'm sure keeping New Orleans, you're glad that somebody picked up Seattle.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with either defense, to be honest. So I think all y'all said, drop the Saints for the Seattle.
Mm-hmm. I said that.
Yeah,
I'll admit it.
I was kind of just like a toss up for me. It's like pick the Saints. Let me see how I ride. I guess it worked.
If you got Seattle, you would have lost. You would have lost this week.
No, I was up by like 6-7.
Bro, I checked this morning, bro. You like barely won, bro.
Nah, bro. Hold on, bro.
You barely won, bro.
Man, I won 159.2 to 154.88.
Oh yeah, you would have won, but barely you would have won. You barely would have won.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I had a pretty significant lead, but his team balled out too. So.
Fortunately, none of y'all listen to me, so that's good. But actually, unfortunately for Albert,
that's how I'm looking as a Cowboys fan.
Did Calvin Ridley and Anthony Davis both sit out their respective games? What happened?
This is why
Calvin Ridley was on ice, all right?
On the chest, right? Because if I would have asked y'all who to sub, it wouldn't have been Calvin Ridley. Nobody would have said, "Hey, take Calvin Ridley out."
Yeah.
The
fact that Julio Jones left the game early, you would think Calvin Ridley would have stepped up even more. But Jair Alexander, the guy that clamped up, shows how whoever said that Green Bay's defense isn't that great this year, think again, because for some reason they're showing out this year. Look at these stats. 5 targets. The man played the whole game. 5 targets, 0 receptions, 0 yards.
0 plays, 0.
Did Matt Ryan? Does he just not like him? What happened?
It's the Falcons. They're as predictable as the Cowboys.
It pains me to talk about this. This is why I'd rather talk about voter registration, because there are things more important.
But the Cowboys' record this year.
But we do have to talk about our pick 6 results. Jeff only lost one game again, 2 consecutive weeks. What was your only loss, Jeff?
It was the Georgia game.
Georgia, you picked Auburn.
Yeah, I picked Auburn to win.
Wow.
And the UT game.
We didn't.
No,
pick that
but
one.
we didn't pick that one.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Albert, stay over there, bro. You always hate.
Kyron, we will pick. We will actually predict who will win out of the Red River Showdown, and I'm curious to see who you'll pick. I don't tell us now, but I am curious to know who you'll pick in that OU versus Texas game this upcoming weekend. I feel like I know, but Kyron,
We all know.
Kyron. The thing is, you actually were 6-0 this weekend. Talk, give yourself a pat on the back.
The comeback kid.
See, I just want to thank my fans. I want to thank my mama. Nobody thought I would be here, but you know what I'm saying. I studied the script. You know what I'm saying. I don't really watch football like that, but you know I'm smart, so I studied and I went 6-0.
There you go,
Roger.
Albert. The only game that you predicted incorrectly was the Houston and Minnesota game.
Yeah.
I told you that was a mistake, Albert.
It's okay. I predicted the upset this week. So let's talk about that.
Which one?
When was that?
K-State.
Oh,
And people sleeping on K-State. K-State is actually.
I wasn't.
I'm with him now. Yeah, Jeff wasn't sleeping on him. He just thought that they were going to lose, but he was going to rock with them anyway.
in his words,
Exactly.
Bro. They brought the momentum from their previous win into this game.
Yeah, you're right. Facts. 100%.
Tell y'all, bro.
100%. I'm with you. You're prophetic, for sure. Because you definitely, for some reason, with your logic, somehow figured out that they were gonna win that game. Now going to me, because I can't talk about any of y'all, because I'm not even close. I'm in 56th place. And there's only 4 of us. I got all of them wrong, really. But I do want to say, I feel like we should have replaced that New England Kansas City game because it's not fair. If I would have known Cam Newton would have contracted COVID-19, I wouldn't have picked him. Because guess what?
Even if he
You
was
guys
there,
should be
that
counting your
wasn't
blessings. You guys should be praying at night because Jeff, you would be 11-3. Kyron, you would be 8-6. Albert, you would be 8-6. I'll be 5-9 because if Cam Newton was playing, they would have won the game. Not Brian Hoyer, not Stidham, whatever his first name is. Cam Newton would have led them to victory. Cam Newton would have won the game. They would have won. You should count your lucky stars because Cam Newton was the only one that contracted COVID-19.
Who's your source? Chris Broussard?
No, my source was my brain, even though it's not very reliable right now. But there's still enough time. It's early in football, NFL. It's early in college football. I have a chance to come back. I will reign at the end.
It's gonna be raining on their punishment.
We will obviously predict another 3 college football games and NFL games. Comment below on this episode to let us know which games we should look out for and actually predict. If there's any games out there that you would like us to discuss and predict, we would love to hear it. Because let's get into music reviews. This album, Savage Mode 2, I'm already waiting. I'm already anticipating a Savage Mode 3. When is it dropping? What's their cash app? They can have my money now. This album was just full of bangers. Do you agree?
Yep.
It was a bop.
Albert, what was your favorite song out of the 15 tracks?
I had a couple actually. I like Sliding for sure.
I'm a slide, get it how you want.
I like number 11, Stepping on Negroes. And of course, number 7, like this episode, number 7, Many Men.
Why is that your favorite episode? I mean, your favorite
Don't
song?
don't
You
ask him
know
that,
why?
Kyra. Don't ask him that,
Many
Kyra.
men, many, 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 many men wish death on me. Now I don't cry no more. I don't even look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me.
All right, well, my favorite song. No, I had let's see. I like sliding and Mr. Right Now. I like the vibe of Mr. Right Now too. So those are my two.
I liked my number one song is gonna be Many Men, not for Albert's reasons, but Many Men. And I also liked where is that one song? Actually,
They're
like my
they're
God, Brand New
they're all
Draco. That's what it was.
they're all right there. Oh yeah, you did put that in the private group chat. What was the highlight of that song? What was the verse? You remember?
Yeah. What was it? It was I
I call my
can't remember.
Hellcat. I call my
Yeah,
my Hellcat OVO because it has a Drake in it.
yeah.
Oh, that is genius. That's almost as good as your Superman line last week.
Nah, mine's
Man.
better.
Well,
I'm gonna be on Savage Mode 3.
Dylan, what was your favorite track? Oh, thanks for asking. Mine was Rich Figure Ish. It was just something about that and that lady talking, where she was on the end of Mister Right Now and then went into it,
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was
and
pretty
just
dope.
that I guess it was a saxophone in it, and the whole album was a zoovie, right? It was a movie and a zoo. I felt like I was watching a documentary or I was listening to a documentary because Morgan Freeman was on there
Oh
just
yeah.
dropping gems. He was telling us the difference between snitches and rats. The man was telling us about savage mode. He was telling us about love. He was getting to about how people how they hate themselves, so they reflect that hate on others, and that that characteristic uh, exists in many men. And even though 21 Savage and Metro are not helping my case for a little,
Metro.
well, my case, Jeff and Kyra's case of Lil Wayne being the GOAT for 50 Cent because they sampled 50 Cent song. I mean, it definitely
Let's
is
not talk
it's a
about
bang,
that.
it definitely is a banger, but I'm not saying it is because of Albert, like as Jeff said, not because of his reasoning why it
That's
is.
because of 50 Cent.
But Rich Figure Ish and also Brand New Draco, those songs are just. I mean, I listen to those. I'm listening to it right now. I have an AirPod on the inside of my headphones. I've been listening to it the whole time. It's on replay. So they didn't disappoint.
Did
Great
you like track
album,
11 too?
track 11. I liked it. The beat was cool. I like how, but I mean,
Give me that 90s vibe.
it, I think the whole album gave me 90s vibes. Just the tracks alone, uh they kind of come off the page as like if you were to read the back of a Cash Money 90s album.
Yeah,
That would be the
Yeah,
titles of those songs.
yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So great album. Slaughter Gang they didn't disappoint. Actually, I will admit I did say in our private group chat that I wasn't too fond of the Bryson Tiller album Anniversary, but there were some songs on there that are actually pretty good. I'll go first on this one. I did like Always Forever. I mean, it was
That was a banger.
yeah. I mean, dun, 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 it gets that drop. And Sorrows is just, oh my God. I mean, that's like one of those songs that you just drive at 2 a.m. in the morning to go to the mailbox just to hear it around that time for no reason. There's not even any mail in your mailbox. You just drive at 2 a.m. to listen to that song. And like Albert said, when he plays a song over and over again, if there's a new car that pulls up to his car, that's what I'm doing with Sorrows. That's exactly what I'm doing. Now, I was disappointed with Mr. Right Now on Savage Mode 2 because Drake is my favorite rapper of all time, favorite artist. Well, Michael Jackson is, but that goes without saying. But Drake is close number 2, and that song just it didn't hit. It didn't hit for me. It just there was nothing that just made me. It didn't give me the wow factor. And out of time, it just seemed like that was a leak, and I think it was. And it just seemed like that was an unfinished song that, and because he had a Drake feature in the in the what? Yeah, in the safe. He just pulled it out.
He had
He just pulled it out because he knew
for
that
attention.
people. Yeah, he knew that when people saw featuring Drake, they were gonna be like, "Oh my god, I have to listen to this." But
That was
it
the
just,
first song I clicked on.
yeah, there was nothing that made me say I got to listen to that again. I was disappointed in both of
I didn't
those
like it.
features. So I don't care for Out of Time, but Always Forever and Sorrows. What's your cash app? Because I'll pay you for those 2 songs alone. That album was great. It was good for a guy that fell off the face of the earth.
Was it great though?
It was great. I give it
Stop
I give it 4 stars
That's
Out
not
of
great.
what, 10?
Dang.
out of 4.
It's like the
No.
first song on the album say years go by.
This man,
Years go by since he been relevant. What should it be?
exactly.
Exactly.
To take 5 years off and come out with this, like, come on, dog, be better.
Yeah,
Yes.
but we've been talking about all these albums having 100 songs on them. Both albums had only a few songs.
Yeah,
Y'all,
but if you're gonna have a short track list, then at least come with something of quality instead of
Yeah, they all
quantity.
gotta be
He didn't
bangers.
come with either or.
so you didn't like it, Albert?
It was decent. I give it like a 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
Did you
I
like
agree with Albert.
Did you like Savage Mode 2? Did you say anything about it?
Yeah,
Oh, you say you
I
like
really
Many
like it.
Men. Okay,
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
like 3 songs off of that. Okay, I
Just
don't
3?
like. No, that was my like he said. List 1. I listed 3. What I didn't like on
Roger.
this album was Drake. You know him talking about SZA. You know loose lips sink ship.
Kyra, how'd you feel about Bryson Till's album? Did you listen to it? You can be honest.
I did. I listened to it a couple hours ago, and I just let it play. I liked a couple songs. I didn't really like it much. I liked Years Go By and Always Forever, and that's it.
Years going by and nobody's gonna talk about this album.
Exactly.
Facts.
But do y'all think it would have been better if he would have released it like when he was like popping, or y'all think it would have been the same?
I think it probably would have got more attention because it was like back to back. But you don't release 5 years. He must thought he was like Dr. Dre or something coming back.
Yeah, that's what
And
it
it was
seemed like.
like, no, this man.
I want to be honest with you. Always Forever. That alone helps his album. And Sorrows.
That song was good.
Which one?
Always Forever.
Yeah, that song.
Like, I like that song for like
that
forever.
that helps his album. As mediocre as it is, that song alone can carry this album to a number 1
I
Billboard
wouldn't go.
I think it's gonna be just
chart
No.
position.
it's gonna be people listening to it because he's been MIA for forever.
Number 1
Nah,
in his
but-
house.
That just shows how that just
Nah,
shows
but he may go number 1 because I saw
his
some
house.
women on Snapchat and Instagram, raving about this album.
Yes, but you gotta population wise, no, guys aren't listening to this. You need a mixture of both men and women.
women make up the majority of the population.
Yeah, but they're not the ones that's streaming alone that's making number 1, number 1 on the Billboard. It's not he's not gonna be number 1. Let's be honest.
Probably not, but it's possible.
Over you think he's gonna be number 1 over Savage Mode too?
No.
So how
I
you
don't
gonna be
know.
number 1?
Hey man, I'm
could-
just saying.
It could be. Let's go ahead and review YG's album, because My Life 400, because I know we all listen to it.
Can
So-
we
I
skip
ain't
this?
gonna-
Oh.
I ain't even listen to it once.
Oh,
I ain't listened to it once.
I left it out.
Good.
Hey, never mind. I left it out. Okay.
I listened
Let's,
to it once.
I tried, bro. I literally tried to listen to it but I just couldn't get through, bro.
I didn't listen to that.
Bro,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't listen to it. I did not.
But here's the thing. YG said it. I watched the interview, and he was like, he's just putting out music just to put out music because he's in a bad situation with his label. So he's not really putting out the music he wants. So he did say that.
Everybody's having problems with. Everybody's in trouble with their label. Free Uzi. Has he been freed yet? That's who needs to be freed.
They ain't freeing nobody.
Speaking of free, all 50 Cent songs should be free. Albert, 50 Cent versus Lil Wayne.
Oh man.
It's you versus me, Kyron, and Jeff. Our top 5 songs, Lil Wayne songs versus your top 5 50 Cent songs Thursday. Friday's episode. It's going down. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Because I don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get $1 off of me.
My two teammates.
So we're gonna go ahead and end this.
Are we ready to demolish in this man's career?
Most definitely.
Just like Kanye West did to 50 Cent, are we ready to end Albert?
Oh, look, I'm gonna give y'all a preview, right? Dylan made my argument earlier when he was like, who are you talking about internationally that they expanded
MJ?
MJ. Hip hop wasn't really international in the early 2000s. At the end of 50 Cent's run, hip hop expanded overseas. Germany, Europe, Korea. Like, these are people that has been influenced by 50 Cent versus Lil Wayne.
That's not true. Guess who made hip hop an international genre?
We're not talking no, we ain't gonna talk about I know you ain't talking about Run DMC.
Yes, because they collaborated with, who was it? Aerosmith?
Yes, but that doesn't really count. People weren't out here copying.
Okay.
Run.
If you don't count that, Wu-Tang.
Name another 9-member group that came out after that.
None, because you can't duplicate Wu-Tang, just like you can't duplicate Pod Ties.
But you can duplicate Lil Wayne, aka Young Thug. Copy, paste, control.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Control V.
You need to stop there.
Lil Wayne dropped a song saying, "I'm me."
Ooh.
I'm me, baby. I'm me.
He also dropped the Carter 5, and everybody was like, "Who? What?" That's the difference. 50 Cent knows when to stop.
No, he does not. He does not know when to stop, because he wouldn't have released Power Book since you wanted to bring up his TV shows.
Hey,
It's not. Nobody's watching it more than Power. Am I wrong?
It ain't out yet, but Power Book 2 actually go hard.
Let me pull up 50 Cent's latest albums.
Hey, don't start being disrespectful though.
Oh, man, let's see, because I don't even know what it is.
What the hell is Animal Ambition? An untamed desire to win. This man is him, half of his face and half of a lion.
What? When did that come out?
Never. 2014.
Rich Town.
Before I self-destruct. This album cover is worse than Two-Face's face on the Dark Knight movie, the Batman movie. Baby by Me. This better be a single. Oh no! Oh.
Be millionaire.
I know that song.
Exactly.
Curtis, The Massacre. Now, which album are you talking about? Sold 13 million records in 1 week, in one day.
No. So his first album was Get Rich or Die Trying. That sold 874,000 in 4 days. The Massacre sold 1.14 in 4 days.
Okay.
And The Massacre was his second album. Let's be honest, because Lil Wayne's second album was definitely not better than 50 Cent's second album.
I think his second album was probably the Carter one, or it was the Carter, and I'm sure the Carter was better than 50 Cent's second album.
The numbers don't show that.
It don't have to show it. The Carter series, anything that has the Carter in it is going to be better than most people's discography.
Are you really the Carter Five?
I still say
Are we really talking? Dave, I don't know one song off the Carter Five, honestly.
the original track that just came out, and I know why he dropped them, because it was his birthday. He was doing it to help his fans. His birthday was September 27th. Now I understand why he did it.
He wasn't helping us. He was hurting us.
But the Carter Five, the one that he dropped later, what he had Mona Lisa on there with Kendrick Lamar.
Mona Lisa was garbage.
As Jeff said, he had as Jeff said, he had Don't Cry with XXX Tentacion.
This is the guy who made Prom Queen. Come on now. This is the guy who went
Prom
out.
Queen was fire.
That whole album was garbage. The only two songs that was on there that was good was Drop the World.
Nope.
Because of Eminem.
I didn't like Drop the World. I didn't like Nope.
And On Fire.
On Fire was the jam. And Da Da Da. And Da Da Da. Da 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 Da. Listen to that one. And Knockout with Nicki Minaj. And she do that back. Listen to that one. And go back and listen to that Young Money album. Da 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 da. Roger that.
The same album was in our what do you say, in our bag.
And listen, yeah, I told you he's the best artist to come out of that Young Money label. Gutter. To close out,
boy, tell him.
I just want to show my gratitude to you all who took the time out to watch and listen to Pod Ties episode 7. We're having a blast. Obviously, you can tell by the whole episode, nonstop laughter, entertainment. If you were also laughing and you were entertained the whole time, please show gratitude as well by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Keep them ties strong. Join the ties. Smash the like button. And as you're about to see Albert wrestle box that bell that appears on the screen, make sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop fire bangers every Wednesday and Friday. And you can also stream our podcast, Pod Ties, on Apple Music, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and so much more, Spotify. And we're growing every second. So we'll see you Friday. Looking forward to that episode. Be safe out there. My name is Dylan. These are my brothers / co-hosts, Jeff, Albert, and Kyron. Until next time, we are Pod Ties. Peace.